Hello and welcome to Unplugged. I am Usman. Whether you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or listening wherever you get your podcasts, thank you for joining us. Now, before we begin, please like, share, subscribe, and follow at Unplugged with Usman on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and at Unplugged Mo on X. Now, today's conversation isn't just about one politician. It isn't even about one political party. It's actually about us, all of us. It's about what kind of politics we want to leave behind for the next generation of Borno. Now, over the past few days, Borno's political space has been consumed by one debate: the reported nomination of Ali Isa Abdullahi, popularly known as Ali Sema, as the APC's deputy governorship candidate alongside Engineer Mustafa Gubio. Now, before we go any further, let's make something crystal clear. This episode is not about endorsing or opposing any candidate. It's about the quality of our political conversation. All right? Because what has dominated our timelines hasn't been questions about governance. It hasn't been questions about competence. It hasn't been questions about policy. Instead, unfortunately, we've been debating ancestry. Who is his father? Who is his mother? Does he speak Babur? Is he from Butao? Is he from Meringa? Is he Kanuri enough? Is he Baburi enough? Ladies and gentlemen, is this really where Borno politics is in 2026? Let's imagine two candidates. One has spent 30 years in public service, managed humanitarian crisis, worked in auditing, coordinated relief efforts, visited almost every local government in the state. The other simply belongs to the right town. Which conversation should dominate? This or this? Sadly, in fact, too often, we choose the second. Now listen carefully. Representation matters, no doubt. Nobody is saying that it doesn't. Nigeria itself is built on balancing identities. Federal character exists for a reason. People deserve to feel represented. But representation cannot replace competence. Because when insecurity strikes, tribal identity won't stop a bullet. When floods destroy communities, language won't rebuild homes. When hospitals lack medicine, your surname won't stock the shelves. Competence will. Leadership will. Integrity will do the job. But here's something I find fascinating. Many people argue Southern Borno has been marginalized. Now that's a legitimate political argument, right? It is. But then, within Southern Borno itself, we begin excluding each other. Yesterday it was Hawu. Today it's Meringa. Tomorrow it will be another community. Maybe Askiroba. If we cannot treat one another fairly within the South, how do we expect fairness from outside of it? This is not an attack. It's a question. Because justice starts at home. Now let's address another uncomfortable truth. I've seen countless people attacking the APC over its reported tickets. Some have written essays. Others have recorded videos. Some are issuing political threats. But here's my question. How many of these people are actually APC members? How many attended ward meetings? How many participated in congresses? How many voted during party primaries? See, politics doesn't happen on Facebook. Keypad warriors. Politics happens inside political parties. Whether we like it or not, the APC isn't the government. It is a political party. The PDP is a political party. The ADC is a political party. The Labour Party is a political party. The NNPP is a political party. Each has members. Each chooses candidates. If you don't like how one party chooses its candidate, you have options. Join it and change it. Support another party. Build your own movement. Campaign against it. Vote against it. That is democracy. But demanding control over a party you have never joined isn't democracy. It's spectatorship. You cannot refuse to enter the stadium and then complain about the scoreline. See, the biggest danger isn't who becomes our deputy governor. Governors come and go. Deputies come and go. Political parties win. Political parties lose. The real danger is creating a political culture where competence becomes secondary to genealogy. Because once this is normalized, every future election now will become a DNA test instead of a job interview. Every single appointment that is done will become about ancestry instead of ability. Every election becomes more divisive than the last, and Borno has already paid too high a price for division. We've survived insurgency, displacement, economic hardship, floods. We should not now divide ourselves over accents and bloodlines. How about Jamal? See, I genuinely don't care whether the governor of Borno is Kanuri, whether it's Babur, Bora, Margi, Shua Arab, or even Fulani. I don't care. Even if it's from other ethnic, I do not care. What I care about is whether my roads are motorable, pothole, clean road, whether my children receive quality education, whether hospitals have doctors, whether businesses can thrive, whether farmers are secure to go to their farms, whether the government works. Because that is the social contract. Leadership isn't cultural symbolism. Leadership is public service. So here's my challenge to every politician. Stop asking us to vote for your tribe. Convince us with your vision. What is it? What is the vision that you have for Borno? And here's my challenge to every single voter. Stop asking where a candidate comes from before asking where they want to take Borno. Because history rarely remembers politicians for the language they spoke. It remembers them for the lives that they changed. C'est fini? Thank you for watching Unplugged. Do you think competence should always come before identity in politics? Or do you believe representation should take priority? Which is it? Let's have that conversation respectfully in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and follow Unplugged with Usman across all platforms where you get your podcast. This has been Unplugged with myself, Usman, where we unplug from the noise and connect with what matters. Until our next conversation, stay unplugged.